Welcome to Close Up on America's Business, the program that takes you inside some of the most unique and successful companies in America. I'm Janice Marie. On each edition of our show, you have the opportunity to meet some of the most innovative business leaders in the country today. You'll find out what their products, services, technologies, and business models can do for you, and what they're doing to change our world and to change the way we do business.
Sooner or later, the idea of having a swimming pool in your backyard is something that virtually every homeowner thinks about or dreams about. And nowadays, a lot of people are taking the plunge and having one put in. The big decision, of course, is who to turn to do it. And that is when the name of Barrington Pools generally rises to the surface. Based and headquartered in the Chicago suburb of the same name, Barrington has been building pools in the Midwest for over 30 years. Specializing in what they call the total pool environment, meaning everything involving an outdoor or an indoor pool as well, and all of them backed by their remarkable 20-year guarantee. It's an amazing story. Today, Barrington is the largest pool builder in the Midwestern U.S. and the only member of the elite group of master pool builders in the entire state of Illinois. As I said, it's a remarkable story of a company of some 200 artists who specialize in helping homeowners' dreams come true.
We build in-ground pools and spas and enclosures and commercial pools. We started in 1973. We built about 4,000 pools and probably renovated about another 1,500 pools. We have about 80 trucks. And we have about 200 employees that work out of this office.
Dale, what would you say has helped you to become number one? I mean, you've been in business for over 30 years, which obviously does help. But how have you reached number one?
We're constantly trying to improve, and we've stayed number one since about 1985. And we know how to build them, we know how to do the foundations, we know how to do the electrical, we know how to do the installation and the interior finish. We keep our crews knowledgeable. We steel our own, put the steel reinforcement in. We plumb our own. We do our own decks. We do our own stonework, so it costs minimal to operate our pools. We try and make them as chemical-free as possible. And we do openings and closings for the outdoor pools. We service them. We do repairs or renovations, and we guarantee our pool for 20 years. And then I think probably the best thing is that we believe in prayer and put God number one.
You know, technology has had such an impact in so many businesses. What about the pool business? Has it made changes for you?
It's changed a lot. For one thing, I tell people that you can get the pool to start itself, stop itself, clean itself, fill itself, and disinfect itself. For example, there's metal magnetic systems, there's Nature 2 systems, there's salt systems, there's obviously chlorine systems and bromine systems, and so we see what the people want. Some people feel comfortable, for example, with ozone, and some don't know anything about it. We share with them and let the people decide.
And you referred to the Nature 2 system. Explain to me just what that is.
Cuts your chemical use in about half. Also cuts your chlorine use, which helps you swim without your eyes getting red and your hair turning green. So we love that.
What would you say are the key things you need in order to build an indoor pool?
Well, we try to get them in here in the office because the biggest thing that people are deterrent, and lots of builders won't even build them anymore because they're concerned about mold and mildew. And so we bring them in here and show them an enclosed pool. And the big thing is the windows and doors that you're putting in, the type of glass that you're putting in, because we show them that our windows can be dry when it's 30 below. The second thing would be the insulation that you're putting in and vapor barriers. How you do the foundation and tie the slab into it so you get a thermal break in it be another very key thing. And the interior finishes. Our system works super. We can grow plants in ours. We can have stereos and computers and telephones. And so we pass it on and we can show them this is not 1 year old or 2 or 3. We can take them back to the enclosures that we've done since the 70s that are still working.
You know, we give the best guarantees in the industry. So I've taken my job and made it personal to the homeowner. I mean, some of the projects will get up to $500,000, $600,000. If you're going to spend that kind of money, you have the right to know who's going to be in your backyard. So now they've met somebody. They got a face to go with the company. And then I just tell them, take your time. This is not a pressure situation. You know, you come look at our shop, look at our showroom. We actually have one. We're the only pool company that has an indoor showroom with an indoor pool that's running and functional. Come and look at it. All speaks establishment. You have to feel comfortable with who's going to be there.
What's the process like when someone decides they want to have a pool and they elect to have you build it? What do they go through?
Well, the first thing is, as soon as we show up, there's some information that we have to get immediately from our homeowner. You know, we have to get plat survey, we go through all village codes, we build everything according to whatever the village requirements are. Plus we exceed all those by national swimming pool standards. But what I have to do, the first process, is a little bit of an information, what do you want? We have to start somewhere, and you have to hand me over what's called a plat survey, so that way I can tell you if what you want is going to fit in your backyard.
Basically what I do is I go out to somebody's house and look at their yard, look at their house, and ask them a lot of questions, and then I take it from there and I design a pool that will go along with what they're looking to do. And this is a pool design program that we use to design the pool and show the customers the pool, what it will look like in their backyard in 3D. And basically if I go up to the house, I can show the customer what it's going to look like from their bedroom window. And this is a pretty big pool. It's about a 2,500 square foot pool. You will see a beach entry. We use a stone on the bottom of a beach entry with some frothers that makes the water shoot out of the floor of the pool. There's a spa in this area. And if you continue on, this is an island that sticks out of the floor of the pool with some stepping stones. Around this side, I built the pool up out of the ground about 4 feet so that we could have what's called a vanishing edge. And that is where the water continually flows over the wall of the pool and goes into a basin. And you'll see on the left side of that vanishing edge, you'll see a bar area, because it has a dry bar on one side, and on the other side of the dry bar is a wet bar. Continuing on, I built a grotto, and the grotto is more or less like a cave made out of stone where you can go under some waterfalls and sit in this cave. And some people like to put plasma TVs inside of the grottos. On this side, we have what we call a jump rock. And to the left of that is a sun tanning ledge that is about 3 inches of water. You can get a tan and you kind of cool on one side, hot on the other side. And I did a little bit of landscaping around it just to show a koi pond with a waterfall going into another koi pond. So it's a very nice pool.
Dale, explain to me what the features are in this pool, because there's a lot here that most people don't see in a pool. What do you put in this pool?
Okay, first of all, this is a pool inside of a pool, which means that we can have a shape, as you see, going around here, and we can still have an automatic cover on it. These things are super sturdy. What I'm able to do, I'll show you. I can walk right on it. They say that you can put about 12 people out on the cover. So it's awesome. Walking on water.
And you also insulate the bottom of the pool.
Correct.
And do you do that on outside pools as well?
Correct. The ground is always 55 degrees, and we're trying to heat the water about 85. And so our big thing is not outside. Like today, it's in the high 70s, but the ground is 55 degrees. So if we insulate it, it stops us from losing the heat through the bottom of the pool.
And the other big difference, or one of the things you do, is the water comes in from the bottom, as close to the bottom as you can get, or it's really in the bottom of the pool.
Right, and same with the chemicals. If there was chemicals, they come in through the bottom and disinfect on the way up instead of just going up at the top foot and going out into the air.
The chemical balance, and you don't use a lot of chemicals.
This one we try and make it chemical free.
That's the best, the ideal, right?
Right, we use a Nature 2. This pool has a Nature 2 on it,
Right.
which cuts the chemicals in half. And we have an ozonator on it, which reduces it also. What these controls do right here is I can set the temperature of the pool and the spa from right here. I can close the cover from right here. I can turn on air blowers from right here. I can turn on waterfalls from right here. I can turn on the in-floor cleaning system right from this here. I can put on colored lights in the pool. I can have red lights or blue lights or green lights right here. And then I can also say I want the swim machine, I want to swim in the pool. I can have it come on every day at 7 in the morning, run for an hour, or I can have the in-floor cleaning, run at night while I'm sleeping. I can change the times and everything right here. I could have the lights come on every evening if I know I was swimming in the pool automatically. I can have the spa heat up at 5 o'clock every night if I knew I was home every night to use it. So when I get home at 5:30, it's already at 104 or whatever I keep it, 98 degrees. I can do all of these controls just by pushing buttons right on here, and I can change everything right on this little control or this control right here.
You've been doing this for a long time, I know. Do you like what you do? Still enjoy this?
I love it. I have 4 sons and daughters in here, and grandchildren working in here, friends working in here. There's still lots of pools that we're not getting, and commercial, lots of room to expand there. And enclosures, big, and landscaping, lots of work. Yeah, I just see it growing and growing and growing.
Our greatest compliment is I build one pool for you, you move, you bring me back. And that's the biggest compliment, because that speaks volumes over even other words like, man, you guys are outstanding. You guys, I didn't know it was going to be this good. You know, and of course that's what we're achieving. I mean, with this kind of industry, what I want at the end of the project, and I tell my homeowners this, is I want 2 walking billboards for Barrington Pools, you and your husband. You know, because you're my advertisement. 95%, and that's low, comes via referrals. And if you're happy, you're going to tell all your friends about us. And I believe that our success is due to God. I mean, to me, that's what sets us apart, because our faith is very important. And thank God we've been blessed with good people. And, you know, there's a reason why I can go out and create a comfort level. And it's not because I'm that handsome or that smart or that, you know, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do, you know, honestly with God and what we're standing on, which is all the promises of the Bible.
The amazing story of Barrington Pools, a certified master pool builder with the engineering talent and know-how to create a virtual one-of-a-kind retreat for almost any homeowner right in their own backyard. A retreat just like this. I'm Doug Llewelyn reporting from Barrington, Illinois.
Well, that does it for this edition of Close Up on America's Business. I'm Janice Marie. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.